Welcome back to Nonsense Password. You're joining me for a very special episode that documents and distributes one of the greatest events of my life. I've had a crazy life where I've done a lot of crazy and cool things, but this is one of the coolest ones. And it involved the Nonsense Password Lounge, where we did this beautiful multinational, multicultural, multi-species, multi-generational, multi-faith event that happened in the first episode of the Church of Nonsense. Many people were involved. I'd love to get a shout out to Melt Dog and Zoey of African Youth Teens Connect Radio, HoboChillin, Brian Baldry of the Opinionated Opus, and Rebecca. My spiritual advisor, Poetic of Holy Shift, and other people involved who I included in the show notes. But this was a beautiful event. And I feel very, very grateful to be a part of it. And I wanted to include all of you in it too, if you couldn't have been there live. The whole process was about an hour and a half, but I cut it down to about an hour. And at the end, the audio gets a little echoey, but I kept it because some interesting and, fun and curious things happen. And I hope you enjoy this episode. And I hope you are inspired to get the Podbean app and come and join my live cast, Nonsense Password Lounge, to have this kind of fun with us. Without further ado, here's the episode, the first episode of the Church of Nonsense. Hobo, I think we should begin because the Church of Nonsense cannot be stopped. We won't stop. We can't stop. And hopefully Zoey shows up. And if not, well, that kind of messes a lot of things up. But it might be the only thing that we can do. Yeah, let's start. Hopefully she shows up. I offered Ellie a chance to redeem herself, and she said no fucking way. Which adds insult to the situation. In the beginning, there was nonsense. Then there was more nonsense. And then more nonsense. And to this day, what persists is nonsense. Everything we say, we do, all of our expectations, everything that we've desired, everything that we've expected, everything that we've experienced has boiled down to nonsense. And I'm thrilled. I am delighted. I am touched. In many, many ways. Many, many ways. For this first episode of the Church of Nonsense, where all of the answers are, of course, nonsense. Here, we deal with things the best we can. This situation, this bizarre, this intense, this wild, this confusing situation we're experiencing together called existence where all that we can do really is embrace the absurdity. And when we do that, we realize that the only thing that we have, the only thing that matters, the only thing that we take with us is what we have here. And the only thing that matters more than anything else in the world is happiness. The Church of Nonsense is all about happiness. The Church of Nonsense is all about freedom. We are a cult, but we don't have a dress code. And we're not a suicide cult, because one of the fundamental rules of the Church of Nonsense is that you can't attend the Church of Nonsense if you're dead. Today, in the first gathering of the Church of Nonsense, we are honored to take part in a beautiful, multinational, multicultural, multi-species celebration of salvage, renewal, friendship, love, safety, PPE, distance learning, new beginnings, friends, fellowship, and the redeeming, affirming nature of absurdity. Buku yama yama ha. Buku yama yama ha. Oh. Buku yama yama ha. Buku yama yama ha. Oh. Here today on the Church of Nonsense, we honor HoboChillin and the effort that he's made in doing a beautiful thing. HoboChillin, the most gentle and kind man in India, a dear friend of the Nonsense Password Lounge, and one of the most treasured member of our cult, has rescued a hen, or in Hindi, what is referred to as a murgi, and also a rooster, called a murga, from oblivion, which is also known as the end of nonsense. He has given them more time to embrace the absurdity, to find their own happiness, and the absurdity of love and hope, as they chase the golden beacon of life, happiness. Buku yama yama ha. Buku yama yama ha. Oh. Buku yama yama ha. Buku yama yama ha. HoboChillin, please call in. HoboChillin, thanks for coming to the Church of Nonsense. We're going to check and see how your connection is. How are you doing today, sir? How is the lucky couple? I don't think Hobo can hear me, but that's all right. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. We're dear friends with HoboChillin, a lovely man who has done something great and something many of us have done. And HoboChillin is in the lives of these chickens, much like we need people to be in our lives sometimes. Zoey should be on the way, everybody. But even though there's a connection problem and we have trouble, Hobo has trouble calling in and talking on the show, he sent me something to read. From Elron Hobo. At first glance, it is hard to see what is wrong with these beautiful birds. The hen and the rooster, the murgi and the morga, a broiler breed. But they have suffered. The rooster had an infected toe, which had to be amputated, and the hen has crippled toes, since been rescued. Both of them, the murgi and the morga, were left outside my house by some kids who had bought to raise them, but couldn't take care of them. The morga was painted black, and the murgi pink. This was way back in the year of our Lord, November 2019. I, HoboChillin, wanted them to have a good life, so I had to first give them a name. That's when I took help of the internet and searched for religious churches. Church of Nonsense was the only place where the high priest Nonsense agreed to have the naming ceremony, along with the omnipotent Melt Dog, who suggested that I have them married as well. The name Melt Dog is given by the Lord himself for the rooster, and Zoey, the ninja girl, for the hen. Note, this was a backup name, which was originally going to be Ellie, though now she is a murderer. I would like to thank the high priest, Reverend Nonsense, for performing this ceremony at such short notice. Also like to thank Mr. Patrick, Eric, Lingalonga, Lady, Ryan, Zoey, of course, Lyrical Laxatives, the cult. So we are here to witness the epic ceremony. Please feel free to shower your blessing. Now for the naming. Now for the naming part of the ceremony. And I see that people are wondering what's going on here. Wondering why we're doing this. It's because of the way things are. And because, just like anything, there's no reason to do what we're doing. But we're doing it because we have to. Melt Dog, please call in. Melt Dog.
Hello, hello.
Thanks for attending the Church of Nonsense.
My mother is attending too.
Oh, lovely. How are you doing today, sir? Did you sleep good?
I slept good. You were talking with me when I was newly awake.
Oh, yeah. Did you have a nice day then?
Yeah, I guess. I think so.
Very good. I hope that you are not nervous about this situation because you're involved in a beautiful event here. Multinational, multi-species. If you haven't met Melt Dog, he's a Swedish man. He's the de facto president of Podbean Live. And Hobo asked him the honor of giving his name to the Morgi. Zoey is here. Everything is right with the world. Not yet, Zoey. Call in just a moment, please. Melt Dog, I want to ask you if you will embrace the absurdity and accept the honor of granting the use of your name to this Morga. Then may the awesomeness conduct through you to your sweatiness of happiness.
For sure.
Boku Yama Yama Hog, brother.
Goku Yama Yama Hug.
Thank you. Zoey, now please call in. Zoey, thank you for attending the Church of Nonsense.
Thank you.
If you haven't met Zoey, she's a lovely friend of the show. She has her own show, African Youth Connect Radio.
Connect.
Here on Podbean.
Yeah.
Yep. And she is also the person who taught us our cry, Buku Yama Yamaha. Zoey, I'm so glad that you're here. You arrived right.
Thank you. I know.
Zoey, are you having a nice day?
Yeah, absolutely. I was waiting all along for this show to kickstart, and finally we're here.
Excellent. I hope that you're not nervous because this is a beautiful thing that you're doing.
I'm nervous.
Absolutely not.
I'm nervous.
Thank you so much for attending. Hobo's lost connection. Hopefully, close back. Wait just a moment. Okay, Hobo's still on.
Okay.
Zoey, do you accept the honor of granting the use of your name to the Morgi?
Yes, I do.
Then may awesomeness conduct through you to the sweatiest of happiness. Buku Yama Yama.
Buku Yama Yama hugs.
Now with the names granted, and we want to do this right, I, special character, believe that I'm ordained in both Pastafarianism and Dudism. And even though this is the Church of Nonsense, which is totally legit, believe me, we want to make sure that we give these chickens the best chance. And I am far out of practice. And we want to give Milk Dog and Zoey their best chances with all of this nonsense as a constant and pressing consideration. I spoke to my legal advisor, Brian Boldry, of the Opinionated Opus, who is an active practitioner in both Dudism and Buddhism. Also another show with Buddhism involved with Mr. Boldry and Rebecca. And with my spiritual advisor, Poetic, of the Holy Shift. And we all agreed that the ceremony should be conducted by Brian Boldry. So, Brian, please call in. We have Brian on the line here. Brian, thank you for taking part in this beautiful ceremony.
Thank you for having me, special character.
Take it away, sir.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the ceremony of Holy Poltramony for the Church of Nonsense. And now, shall we begin? Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today in fellowship to wed these two far-out lovebirds in holy poltramony. Here in the Church of Nonsense, we believe in marriage, not marinade. Now, before all gathered, let us here today tangle the threads of the Morga, Milk Dog the Rooster, and the Morgi, Zoey the Hen. We in the faith of Dudism are happily gender neutral. And within the Church of Nonsense, we recognize that nonsense has no limits. Would the dudes and their dudely authorized spokesdudes please speak in turn after me? Dude Rooster and spokesdude, do you take the Morgi Zoey the Hen to be your lawfully wedded dual han, to be your special lady friend, to hold an abiding marriage, not marinade, and not to treat her as an object or food? If so, please answer in the affirmative. Milk Dog.
I do.
And now, Milk Dog, would you like to recite your vows for the dudes gathered before us?
Milk Dog, do you have anything to say for vows?
I will cherish her as a human being, and I will not barbecue her for sure. And thank you.
Thank you, Milk Dog.
Far out, Milk Dog. Far out. Do you, dude hen, and spokes dude, take the merga milk dog the rooster to be your lawfully wedded doula, to be your special gentleman friend, to hold an abiding marriage, not marinade, and not to treat him as an object or food? If so, please answer in the affirmative.
Yes, I do.
And Zoe, would you at this time please share your vows with the dudes present?
Milk Dog, Milk Dog, Milk Dog. I'm so honored to be sharing this moment with you. And I would treat you the same way that you treat me. And I promise not to roast you as a chicken and treat you as a human. Thank you.
That's beautiful, Zoe. Thank you.
Far out, Zoe, far out. With that, just as the dude's rug really tied the room together, may your love really tie your lives together, Milk Dog and Zoe. With that, by the authority vested in me by the Church of Nonsense and the Church of the Latter-day Dude, where we recognize that nonsense has no limit, I now pronounce you doula and dualhan, or husband and wife. You may peck the bride. Boku yama yama hog, brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Buku yama yama
Boku
hog.
yama
Boku
yama
yama
ha.
yama 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 hugs.
Buku yama yama hog. Buku yama yama hog.
Boku yama yama hugs. Boku yama yama hugs.
Now is the
Boku
time.
yama yama ha.
Now is the time to imbibe. If you have snake dick wine, go for it. Whatever you do, there is no dress code. There is nothing that you need to drink in the Church of Nonsense, in the Cult of Nonsense. We have witnessed the ceremony, this multinational event, and I hope you all have very much enjoyed it. And
Thank
now,
you for having me, special character.
thank you, Brian. That was a beautiful service, Brian. Thank you very much. And now, in celebration of the event, there is really only one way to cap this off, and that is with the most appropriate song for this particular situation. Please revel in the beauty, embrace the happiness, embrace the absurdity, and feel this song like you felt it for the first time in a new way.
Det är groddansen.
Chicken dance, everybody. Chicken dance at home, hula hoop. This is a beautiful thing that we've done. We're saving the world. Everything has come together. Let's embrace the absurdity. Thank you so much, Milk Dog and Zoe. Thanks for being part of this beautiful thing. Thank you for everybody who's joined us for the beautiful event. Thank you so much, Milk Dog, and thank you so much, Zoey. It means a lot to me that each of you were involved, as you have become dear friends of the show and of the Church of Nonsense. Do you have anything you want to say about the experience, or where your mind is right now, or any thoughts?
It was special. I was nervous before this.
I think it was really epic. Yeah, Lulu Love has she just brought out the word from my mouth. It's epic, absolutely epic. And I appreciate everyone's presence. I think this is the highest I've witnessed 36 people live at the same time. So it's amazing that a lot of people had joined in to witness this. So it's beautiful. Thank you guys for being around. We enjoy you guys' presence around. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being a part of it. And we do have 37 people in here, but we're going to get a lot more. Because what the Nonsense Password Lounge and the Church of Nonsense likes to do is we like to pull shit. We're the best cult ever. And this is a beautiful thing that we've done, and we're going to keep going. And I invite you to keep going. And I invite you to embrace it. And I hope this has made you happy in some meaningful way. Thank you so much, Milk Dog.
Yeah, of course.
And thank you, HoboChillin, for being such a good dude, man. Rescuing these chickens.
Yeah.
Taking care of them. I think we all want updates, and I think that we're all very happy. Brian, who conducted the ceremony, is calling back in. Brian, thank you for doing the ceremony.
I had to go. Sir? Yeah, I had to go. Miss Rebecca was overcome with emotion. Yes. She said it was a beautiful ceremony, by the way. Beautiful ceremony.
I'm glad that we touched her. I hope we touched all of you.
This is what I love the most about you, special character. You have invited me to the first Church of Nonsense episode. The first international special character you've managed, the first international chicken wedding ever in history. So thank you.
Multinational, multicultural, multi-species event unknown in the history of the world, and you were part of it. You will forever be.
I was, and I thank you for that. It was a pleasure to write the ceremony for you guys. It was wonderful all the way around.
It was absolutely wonderful, Brian. Tell the people about your shows and when they're coming up.
There's the Opinionated Opus, which you all know you've been to many times, and now we have finally become members of Podbean, and Miss Rebecca and I on her channel are going to be doing Sacred Herb Ministries every Sunday and Wednesday at 4:20 p.m., where we will be performing Buddhist services for the guests here on Podbean. That's pretty much what we're up to now. Yes.
Thank you so much,
again,
Brian.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Milk Dog, Zoey, your bows were beautiful and you did wonderfully. It was a pleasure to be here with all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brian.
Yes, thank you both.
Thank you, Brian. Hobo requested that if anybody else in the cult would like to call in and give their testimony, he would appreciate that. He's listening at home. He's partying with the hens. They're having a jolly time over there. If anybody
I'm going to go and give your call box an opening.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Would like to call in and share their testimony. Thank you for hanging out, Low Love. Thank you for experiencing this beautiful event with us. If my spiritual advisor would like to call in, of course, I would like to talk to her. Patrick, you are a very important member of the cult, as is Pit Boy. As is, of course, Lady Fables. We have Poetic here. Poetic, any thoughts?
How beautiful it is that months before, 2 chickens can change the lives of so many people on this day. Just being abandoned in front of Hobo's house, right? Just bringing together people from across the world into one moment of love. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Amazing, don't you think?
They were in the worst situation. They were in a terrible situation. They were at the lowest of the lows, and now they're at the highest of the highs. And I hope that touches you as it touched me.
What inspiration for us all at this moment when we're all at a low time in the world and with everything going on, to have such joy and love come of it, right? We wouldn't have never been here had this not have occurred.
Absolutely.
If we hadn't been in the drama of the awful C word, we would not be present to experience this beautiful wedding. And I just want to let you all know that I appreciate and love you all.
Thank you,
And I'm
Poetic.
happy to be here.
Very wise words. We have to embrace things and roll with them, and we're here. And I hope you all found it charming and wonderful and a beautiful event in your life. Poetic is my spiritual advisor. She has a show called The Whole E Shift. I very highly recommend checking her out.
Yes. I think I'm going to go on later today. I'm going to make some time, even if it's a short show. If anybody would like to get a reading or need some insight or anything. And yeah, definitely. I will be there today. And how
Okay,
beautiful.
I'll
You
check
brought
you
a
out.
lot of people in.
Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Poetic.
Nice to meet you, Zoe.
Nice to meet you too.
Poetic, my spiritual advisor. Patrick, would you like to call in? Pit Boy, Lady Fables, anybody? Oh, Naida would like to call in. She is also a member of the cult. Buku Yama Yamahag, Naida.
Hey, special character. Congratulations, Milk Dog and Zoe. This was a beautiful wedding.
Thank you.
It was one of the most real weddings. I'm sorry. It was one of the most real weddings I've ever been to.
Oh,
It
wow.
was, Naida, right?
Yes,
I completely agree. And I love you all. I'm going to leave some room for some more guests. They would definitely love to come and share. If you need me, you know where I will be.
Thank you so
Okay.
much for your
Very
advice,
quick.
Poetic.
Oh,
I hope Poetic can still hear me because I do want to agree with her. I had been really actually waiting for a church like this to go to. I'm
That's
just
what we're here
excited to be here present. I feel honored. Thank you for the invitation. I hope many blessings to everybody. And yeah, Poetic is right. Times like this, it's so crazy. I mean, it's so much uncertainty and craziness, and this just really balances things out. Thank you,
Thank you,
special
Naida.
character, and
Thank you.
anyone
Thank
who
you.
contributes.
thank you so much, Naida.
Bye. Okay. Bye. I'll let someone else call in.
Thank you, Naida.
Unless anybody has something.
All right, bye.
Yama Yamahag. Eric's
Bye.
calling. Eric.
That was a
Yama
beautiful
Yamahag, brother.
service. Boomer Yamaha as well. That was a lovely service and definitely one for the ages, I must say. And we especially would like to thank Nonsense Nation for their participation. Without them, this wouldn't be possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
Best cult ever. Thank you so much for your efforts, Eric. That comes from Hobo as well. Thank you so
Yep.
much. Hashtag Team Eric is right. Thank you so
Yep.
much for all that you've done for the show and for the cult and the Church of Nonsense in this particular event, sir.
Absolutely. If anybody wants to call in and express their well wishes, they most certainly can. Right, Nonsense?
Yes, please do.
Well, I'll be back in the chat if y'all need me.
Thank you, Eric.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you. We love you too.
That was Ericpedia, dear friend of the show. Man knows absolutely.
Yeah.
He is our information database. Excellent, wonderful man. Love him dearly. If anybody else would like to call in and say anything about the ceremony, cult members first, of course. And you're all invited. There is no dress code. You can eat and drink whatever you want. We're pretty easy. We embrace the absurdity. Zoe and Milk Dog, I'm so happy you were here. I couldn't have picked better people to be given this honor. And I think that the story of these chickens that were left abandoned, and the beautiful thing that Hobo has done for them can really touch us all, and I think that we can all relate. I have Fair Use calling in.
Yeah.
Fair Use disappeared. I have Rebecca calling in. Hello, Rebecca.
Well, I'm not fair use, but I'm Rebecca. I wanted to say Boku, Yama Yama Ha.
Buku
And
yama yama ha.
congratulations.
Bookie Yama Yama Hawks.
And congratulations to the lovely couple. And
Thank-
also,
Thank you.
the Sacred Herb Ministry will be going on later today to tell about the upcoming events there if anyone wants to join.
Thank you.
And
Excellent.
all
Patrick,
love
that's okay.
and many more to you guys.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you so much,
Yama Yama Ha.
Rebecca.
Thank you
You're
for your
welcome,
efforts.
love.
Bookie Yama.
You and Brian in this beautiful event, and for Brian as my legal advisor.
Oh,
couldn't
we
have done
love
this.
you, nonsense.
Thank you. Would anybody else like to call in? Ellie, would you like to call in? Pit Boy? Anybody directly tied into the cult here, or anybody who would like to call in and say anything about the beautiful event, you're more than welcome to. If you want to say anything specifically to Milk Dog and Zoe, they are here as well. I hope everybody's having a lovely service. I hope this really did touch you. This is the first ever episode of the Church of Nonsense. I don't know when the next episode will be. We got to find a new task. The Church of Nonsense is all about pulling stuff, making things epic. And I'm very thrilled that we've all been involved with this. Frederick asks, where's going to be the honeymoon? Hobo has all those details. Thank you, Zoe. I'm glad that it touched you. I hope that it touched you all. If anybody would like to call in and say anything about this episode, yes, I will be publishing this episode. I'm going to go in and clean up some problems, and then I'll post it on the Nonsense Password feed. And also, this will be dramatized by Ryan's Crazy Puppets in a puppet show on Ryan's Crazy Puppets YT on YouTube. What do y'all have planned? Milk Dog, it's probably getting late for you, right?
No, I'm eating. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Well, eat carefully, buddy. What do you have planned, Zoe?
I'm eating.
Uh,
No.
For me, right here, it's 5:13 p.m. and I'm just trying to have some me time alone, and I was waiting for the event to start all alone. Yeah,
Very nice. How's your ankle?
getting better, way better now. It's way
Good.
better.
Good, good. We have the Rock Dweller calling in.
Yeah.
Rock Dweller, how are you, sir?
I'm doing very fine. I'm excited to be here.
Good, thank you. Rock Dweller is also from Nigeria and is a friend of the show. Thank you for.
Yeah, I'm a friend of the bride. So. Happy married life, guys.
Thank you, Roxwell.
No dog is eating, right?
What?
You are eating, right? You're eating something, right?
Milk
You're having a
Dog.
meal.
Yeah. Mildek is having a new year.
What are we going? I've not eaten the cake today, but I'm enjoying everything about the wedding already.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed the service.
Okay,
Thank you,
all right.
Rock Dweller.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the wedding.
Very cool, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah. You're laughing as if you started your honeymoon. It's too early to be laughing this way.
I don't know what's gonna occur for a honeymoon.
Yeah, giggling like something. Don't start the honeymoon on the show because we don't want to be, one of the part of the honeymoon.
Part of the animal. I'm having trouble understanding.
Well,
I think it's just interference.
Let me call back.
Okay.
okay.
That was Rock Dweller. He works in Lagos.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Lady Fables, would you like to call in? Dear friend of the show. Look for her on the Raw Report. Lyrical Laxatives, you have been very important on this. Check out the Lyrical Laxatives live cast as well. If anybody would like to call in and say anything about the ceremony, please do. Okay, Slightly Serious can't call in, neither can Patrick. But you two are both very important. Thank you so much for being involved in this show.
Okay.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
My mother was here for the ceremony.
Yes, what did
Thank you, Slightly Serious. Slightly Serious.
What did you think?
I was laughing the whole time.
No, it was so beautiful. You did an amazing job.
Thank you, Mel Dog. You did too, buddy. Best cult ever. I'm very proud of all of it. Yeah, the echo just got crazy. Lady Fables is calling in. Lady Fables, thank you for everything that you've done in this beautiful event. I hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm happy to help.
We're getting some echo on either Milk Dog or Zoe's line, so please mute your mic, Milk Dog or Zoe.
It's very staticky.
Okay, hello?
Hello? Okay, it looks like
Okay, it's
done.
better now. I think the connection is back.
Lady Fables, what did you think?
It was beautiful. My first chicken wedding, so it was very teary-eyed.
Really? I was
Yes,
touched.
it brought tears to my eyes.
Thank you so much for everything you've done for this event. The cult loves you. Buku Yama Yamahago.
Buku Yama Yamaha.
Is there anything you'd like to say to
Buku Yama
Milk?
Yamaha.
Many blessings on your union, guys. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm trying to make a lunch for the little ones.
That's very cool. We understand that. Feeding the children. We value that here in the Church of Nonsense. Thank you for everything that you've done, and thank you for calling in.
No problem.
Ellie, would you like to call in? Ellie has been involved in the process from the beginning. She's still here. Chat is going so fast that I cannot tell what's going on. I am a goofy old man. I am a maniacal cult leader, but I'm also a goofy old man. Ellie, call in. Ellie, I hope this touched you.
You want this for lunch?
Thank you, Lady Fables. Lady Fables, very important. She came up with fellowship and holy poltrimony. Check her out on the Raw Report. I would like Ellie to call in, and then we can probably end this ceremony after that. But I would love to hear from Ellie. Wouldn't you, Milk Dog and Zoe?
Only if she's
Yes,
sober.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming to the Nonsense Password Lounge. Getting bad echo.
That's Zoe, not me.
Thanks for coming to the Nonsense Password Lounge. Zoe, would you mute your mic, please? Thank you for coming into the Nonsense Password Lounge. Thank you so much, Zoe. Where the password is always nonsense. The first ever episode of the Church of Nonsense, where all of the answers are nonsense because everything is nonsense. Please check out all the nonsense password projects at nonsensepassword.com. I hope you've all been touched by this beautiful experience. This global, multicultural, multinational, multi-species event, unlike the world has ever known.
When is the puppet show coming up?
When Ryan gets it done.
Okay.
Zoe, are you and me married now? My mother
We're
is
present.
wondering. So welcome.
We're representing HoboChillin.
You were married in chicken form. Zoe, did something happen to your headphones?
Sorry, say that again.
Did something happen to your headphones? Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix that up. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry about that.
I think
Sorry
it's
about
better
the
now.
echo, everybody.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, it's better now.
Mel Dog just asked Zoe if they're married, and they're only married in chicken form, which I think is wonderful. I'm jealous of you, Mel Dog. I would love to be married to Zoe in chicken form. But we gave you the honor.
Thanks for everyone who witnessed this event. It kind of means a lot. Even though we are representing Hobo's Chicken, but we do appreciate you guys being around.
Thank you. If anybody else would like to call in and say anything to Mel Dog and Zoe, I don't know who you are, Wazahat. This is the first time I've seen you, so I'm probably not going to answer this call on this particular show. But check me out again. I'm here every evening at 10:30 p.m. Central Time. If you like the show, please share it. Rock Dollar is calling back. Welcome back, Rock Dweller.
Boko Yama Yama Ha.
Boko Yama Yama Ha. Hey, just talk a little quieter and everything will be cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just talk normal. You don't need to shout. It's we can't understand you when you're shouting because
Okay. Congratulations once again, guys.
That's perfect.
I'm really enjoying the show.
Very
good. Yeah.
Good. I'm glad
I'm really
you
enjoying
are.
the show. So, Mel Dog, congratulations.
What's that? What'd you say, Rock Dweller? I'm sorry.
He said congratulations to
Mel Dog, congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you very much. I guess.
You are technically married. Our network is terrible.
Sorry. What was that, Rock Dweller? Oh, Rock Dweller's off again. Looks like I got a bad echo.
That's not me. Don't blame me.
I don't know. You are a master of misdirection.
Don't blame the guy. Blame the girl.
What?
That might be you, Milk Dog, because
I'm on mute all the time. I will try that again.
You are a professional. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Naida. Thank you, everybody who's been involved. Yes.
Yeah,
Zoe.
I think it's better.
Okay, very cool. Very, very cool. If anybody else,
I know it says it's always the woman's fault. Milk Dog, you said it's the woman's fault. How is it my fault?
Wait. We just had this beautiful ceremony. Does it already have to descend into this? Can we not fight? Can we just embrace this moment? Milk Dog.
But he said it was my fault.
Be nice. Play nice. No, we're not doing a chicken divorce.
Okay. All right. Me dog, I forgive you. Okay? I forgive you.
Aww. She's forgiven you, Milk Dog. What do you say to that?
Okay, thanks.
Good.
I think we all feel good about that. First little bump in the road. They negotiated it nicely. We can still feel good about things. If anybody else would like to call in, please do. I hope you really enjoyed this first iteration of the Church of Nonsense. We've all embraced the absurdity together. I hope you all have enjoyed this live cast. We did have an epic crowd. It's going to keep getting bigger and bigger because we're going to get butts on the bean. We're not going to stop. This is the place to be. We all know it. The biggest on Podbean. We're going to be the biggest in the world. Get butts on the bean. Buku yama yama hog, everybody.
Buku yama yama hog.
And if anybody else would like to call in, please do. I'm here tonight, 10:30 p.m. Central Time. Oh, Man Cave is calling in. Hey, Man Cave, welcome to the Nonsense Password Lounge. Or the Church of Nonsense.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. Did you enjoy the ceremony?
I've only just caught on to actually what's happening. I didn't see the ceremony.
Oh, well, we just married Milk Dog and Zoey here in chicken form with the Hobos Rescued Chickens. Are you aware of what's been going on?
Yeah, I get what's going on. I just didn't hear the beginning of it.
Oh, that's too bad. I wish you were here. I've seen you in Cass's place a lot. Is there anything?
Man, I'm always finding Cass.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Milk Dog or Zoey?
Milk Dog. Nah, I can't give Milk Dog any shit at the minute. Not on his my wedding day.
Yeah, this is a big day for Milk Dog. This is a big day for everybody. I'm so jealous.
So who came first then? Milk Dog or Zoey?
Who did what?
Who came first, Milk Dog or Zoey? Instead of chicken and the egg.
Milk Dog.
Yeah.
Wait.
Milk Dog is
Yes,
old
bro.
and bitter, but he's still humble, and Zoey is young and beautiful. Thanks for calling in, Man Cave. Do you have anything to say to these HoboChillin chickens, Milk Dog and Zoey on their new life together?
Not really. No, not really. I've.
Well, thanks for calling in.
No worries.
Buku yama yama hog, Man Cave.
Buku yama yama hog.
If anybody like to call in, say anything. Missed a beautiful ceremony. What's that, Milk Dog? I'm sorry.
Is that an echo now?
Yes, I think we're getting an echo.
You have to be sure.
Yes, we're getting an echo.
Not from my side.
You're the woman.
Don't start that again. Okay, the echo's gone. That's good.
Yeah, Milk Dog. I think first of all, I forgot to say something. On the wedding, I was gonna say this that I already forgave you 50 times even before you offend me. Yeah.
That's beautiful, Zoey. Let's hear it for Zoey. Tremendous. Led, you missed a beautiful multinational, multicultural, multi-species event where we named rescued chickens and then wed them to each other in the first ever Church of Nonsense. Too bad you missed it, Led. It was a beautiful event. I know that you would have been touched. If anybody would like to call in and say anything to Milk Dog and Zoey, please do. Or if you'd like to say anything about the event. Either way, Buku yama yama hog.
Buku yama yama hog.
He says, Moweds is what brings us to
Buku yama yama hog.
Buku yama yama hog. If there's going to be no new callers, I think we'll wrap this up soon. Thank you, Ace. Thank you for all the well wishes out there. Thank you all for being part of this beautiful thing. I think we'll remember it all for the rest of our lives. And if nobody else would like to call in and say anything to Zoey and Milk Dog or something about the ceremony, we will wrap up the show here pretty soon. I want everybody to remember that even though things are confusing and things seem like total nonsense, don't let things get you down. No matter what happens, we must embrace the absurdity, as it is the best thing to do. And you embrace the absurdity here, and I think you felt the power of what that suggestion will give.
Buko yama yama.
Yeah.
Yama yama.
Yama yama.
Buko yama yama.
Thanks everybody so much for joining us on the first episode of the Church of Nonsense. I'll be back later tonight, 10:30 p.m. Central Time in the Nonsense Password Lounge. Thank you, Melt Dog. Thank you, Zoey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Poetic, my spiritual advisor. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everybody who is involved with this beautiful thing. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody important. Of course, I need to thank
Hobo!
I need to thank HoboChillin for rescuing these chickens, these beautiful chickens, for caring for them as well as they can. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, everybody, for being involved. Please share the show. Thank you so much for being involved in this beautiful event. More to come. We're going to get some butts on the bean, and we're going to get some beans flicked. I hope you're all having a great time. And I'll see you later tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope
Thank you.
As it touched me. You all will forever be cool. Buku yama yama hot dog and Zoey.
Buko yama
Okay, yama
yama.
yama hi.
And that's it. That's the first episode of the Church of Nonsense. It may have been silly, but what isn't? Many people have reached out to me and told me that they were truly touched by the experience. They laughed serious laughs and they cried serious cries. And so if you want to join us on Podbean Live, please do. Just get the Podbean app. You can listen to podcasts in there as well. Also, all the projects tied up to Nonsense Password are at nonsensepassword.com. If you enjoy the show, please share it. Please tell your friends. Please get the word out. We want to make some rockin' great stuff, and we need more and more momentum to do it, and we're picking some up. So hop on, baby, and you will forever be cool. Please, also, please rate Nonsense Password in the Podbean, or not the Podbean. Well, yeah, rate it in the Podbean. Follow on Podbean. Also rate it in the iTunes Store, Podchaser, wherever you can. It'll help us out a lot. So please come by, check it out, and also check out the podcast for future weekly shows and other projects. Buku yama yama hog.